YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Max. Today we reacting to a man walks in on a killer, saw his roommate's neck. Nah, shit. Let's get straight into it. Let's see what's popping with it.
He's down here. It's bad.
Nah, ain't cap. The title is real crazy.
He just took off running down the streets. He had a knife in his hand and everything.
He's got puncture wounds all over the place, too.
And so I'm like, oh, here's a young retard Hitler. If someone is trying to start a new worldwide cult, I will eliminate that person.
On March 10, 2020, officers with the Idaho Falls Police Department are called to a home after one of the residents witnesses a bone-chilling crime. As investigators plunge into a case brimming with appalling discoveries and a suspect on the run, they encounter a twisted tale of cultish accusations and mental disorders. However, nothing prepares them for the twisted motive they will uncover at the end of this heinous crime. On a chilly evening, 31-year-old Aaron makes an urgent 911 call when he encounters a horrifying scene. The following videos have never been seen or heard before.
911, where's your emergency?
This guy named Douglas, he just killed Hans. I don't know what his name is. His last name, Hans.
He just looks like someone who did drugs.
Aaron lives with 5 other individuals in a home dubbed the Graduate House, run by a local nonprofit that offers alternative housing options for those in need.
And he just took off running down the street.
Is he breathing?
No, he's not. Hey, Hans is not breathing.
Even though Aaron is panic-stricken, he somehow manages to gather his composure and relay vital details to the operator.
He ran down towards Common Sense, towards that direction.
Who's the male that stabbed him?
Douglas Taylor.
And you said he does have a knife?
Yes, he does have a knife. He just killed him.
Is he on the ground?
He's on the ground. Hans is on the ground. He just cut his neck with the knife, man.
Is he lit? Okay, let's start CPR. You're gonna
I
put your
can't.
locker.
I don't know. He's dead. He's dead. He's blue. He's completely blue. His neck is cut. What's knife? Over here. Over here.
As officers arrive and move quickly to secure the scene, they find Aaron outside while the victim is bleeding out inside on the kitchen floor.
He's down here.
But the 911 operator wanted the dude to do CPR on him. That's crazy.
Nine zero. Myself and 1-7 are clearing the house.
Good. Ready?
Inside the house, officers Kelly and Picard find the lifeless body of 51-year-old Herman Hans Warlin lying in a pool of blood.
We got a back door.
Running down the street.
Okay, just hang out here.
So it's common sense. He had a knife in his
That
hand
way?
and everything.
So who's the guy? Do you know the guy?
Yeah, Ben.
Talk to me. Here, just talk to me, man.
Douglas Taylor just killed Hans. The dude, he cut his throat with a knife.
I need you to stick with me, man. If we're gonna find this guy. Who is he?
His name is Douglas Taylor. He has brown hair. It goes over his eyes, and he's wearing a brown jacket and a brown pants with brown boots. He ran off towards Common Sense with a knife.
Okay.
I woke up. I was asleep. I heard him fighting. He goes, "No, stop, please, please." And that's all I heard. And I came upstairs, and he was laying on the floor with blood all over him.
Okay.
Connor.
Where's he at, Karen?
He's right here, but hey, wait, come this way.
Come this way, Connor. This way.
This way.
Okay, do you want me at the back or the front here?
Just hold on.
Hey, go grab the airway bag.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's take a peek.
Okay. Just try not to touch
I got
her.
you. All other fire units incoming can slow down.
Even though all hope appears to be lost for the victim, Hans, paramedics continue to check on him.
Watch where you stop, please. Okay. We step right back out then.
Yep.
So he's right there. Let's just clear this real quick.
I'll pie this room on the left. If you want to hold it forward, Karen. Looks like it's a bathroom. There's a shower curtain. I'm gonna go in. Okay, shower's behind the door, so I can't see. Clear.
Back upstairs, paramedics huddle over the victim to document the injuries.
Hey, Maddie.
Yeah.
You want to come here and witness We're trying to get a 4 lead here.
Harkins wants a 4 lead ran, so. What's that? Harkins just wants a 4 lead ran. Okay. So just so. He's got puncture wounds all over the place too. Is he? Yeah. Oh God, please.
What's up?
It's working.
Oh,
It's working.
doing the whole deal?
Bro, people are so crazy.
No, I'll go grab mine. Yep.
In an unexpected twist, Hans Warlin, the victim everyone thought was dead, has a pulse. As officers hurry to
Oh,
photograph the
shit.
crime scene, paramedics act swiftly in a desperate effort to save the victim's life.
Kieran, I'd start taking pictures quick, dude. Dispatch, maybe one. Call her, recognize we have a full trauma activation. We have an estimated 35-year-old male, cardiac arrest. He is in PEA.
Wow, it's 51. They said estimated 35.
Moving.
Must
Get
look
him out of
out.
here. I think it's our best bet.
My boy is doing good.
Let's get.
You want to
towels
go
on the.
logistically organize them? It's coming out of the back of his head.
Dude, it's freaking.
Bro, I can't even imagine what
Dude, I
these
don't know. Who-
paramedics are seeing right now.
Keep cranking. Oh, God damn it. Aaron,
I'm gonna scooch my Jeff.
In order to save precious seconds, paramedics improvise their plans to get Hans into the ambulance as quickly as possible.
well, Jeff, we don't have to worry about a Tom Hater subs.
Yeah, no, we don't. Let's just get on top wraps.
Okay, we're all set. Check out, see this back to the side of his neck.
It's pumping blood out, bud. Pumping it.
Bro, this shit making my stomach feel weird. I can't even see it.
Clot too.
Pull that arm. That arm.
Let's get it squared up a little bit.
What changed? He's got rhythm or what?
Yeah, he's in PEA, dude.
Okay.
The fuck is
Boys
PEA?
ready?
It's gonna drag. His legs, they're rough south. Get him up. All right. Watch his hands. I know, I'm trying to get it cocky.
He said the knife's in here, in the house somewhere.
Officer Lindquist brings up a fundamental detail about the missing murder weapon, but that's not the only thing they're lacking. They still have a suspect at large, potentially causing even more death and destruction. Officers immediately turn their attention to Aaron, the 911 caller who's been standing outside talking on his cell phone this entire time.
I want somebody monitoring him on audio right now.
Okay, I think McCart's recording,
But he left him. So this guy's making phone calls and talking and sharing information we need to get recorded.
Okay.
Tape it. Hey, you got that? Tape it. Everything. Yeah.
Before Aaron has a chance to talk to anyone else, Detective Albright records his statement. But the more Aaron reveals, the more uneasy the detectives become. The detective begins his questioning by asking about his roommate, Douglas Taylor, the man Aaron identified as the perpetrator on the call earlier.
So, Doug, what time did he leave this morning?
Like 4:30 in the morning.
4:30 in the morning.
Something like that, yeah.
Well, do you know where he was going?
No, I don't know where he went.
Does he work or anything?
No,
like
he doesn't
that?
work either. He just got released out of a hospital, too.
Oh, really?
From what I understand.
How long has Doug been living here?
Only a month.
Only a month?
Yeah.
Detectives will later uncover the deranged reason that caused Douglas to mercilessly assault a roommate, but for now they continue speaking with Aaron.
So, Doug got released a month ago or so.
Yeah.
And then he shows up here. How was he when he first arrived?
Kind of peculiar. Just doesn't want to talk to people. Doesn't want to interact.
The manager of the group home arrives on the scene and provides officers with more valuable details about their missing suspect.
So is this like a group home or what is it?
Yes, we own 3 of them. We got Andre's house, we got the
Oh shit, he got a
lady's
Bears
house, and this is
jacket.
our
I
graduate
fuck with it.
house.
Okay.
Most of the guys here had
You know, we fuck with the Chicago Bears around here, man.
Douglas to come straight from Blackfoot South to come in here. He was supposed to be all right. He was attending counseling at RHS, and I was by here 3 times yesterday, and I didn't see nothing different in the kid. I talked to him and all of a sudden, and Hunts never did anything to anybody.
Right.
I mean, that kid was just, that's as docile as he wanted to be, man.
Blackfoot South is a state hospital specializing in mental health located approximately 30 miles south of Idaho Falls. While the reasons for Douglas's treatment remain unknown, it gave an insight into his possible mental health concerns.
Had he been normal kind of before that for like the first 2 weeks he was here?
No, not really. It's kind of like strange, off to himself, talks to himself.
So he's been talking to himself ever since he got here?
Yeah, ever since he got here. But he started laughing to himself recently.
Oh, just in the last 3 days? Like
Yeah, just in the last 3 days, yeah.
Do you know what if you heard
Or was just
what he
laughing
says
to
when he
himself?
No,
talks
I
to
don't
himself?
listen to him. I don't listen to that.
What about when he's laughing? Does he say anything specifically?
No, he just mutters stuff that you can't hear.
What Aaron recounts next will leave no doubt as to the manic brutality of the events.
That's when I heard them scuffling or fighting upstairs, and I ran upstairs. And when I ran upstairs, that's when I seen Douglas Taylor with a knife sawing on Hans's neck.
The distance between the top of the basement stairs to the
That
site
dude's
of the
gonna be
stabbing is
traumatized
less
for
than 20
life.
feet. The fact that Aaron witnessed the ruthless attack from such close proximity suggests that he was lucky to escape with his life.
Oh, he looked at you?
Yeah, he looked at me.
Did he say anything?
No, he didn't say anything.
Was he still holding the knife?
Yes.
Or what, did he make any motions towards you or
No, he
anything?
didn't make any motions or any threatening behavior or anything. I would have fought it back, man, if I would known.
So Hans was on all fours, on his knees, and with his hands on the
and
ground.
he said, "No, stop, please." I heard him say, "No, stop, please."
The crime scene photographs the officers raced to document earlier offer frightening proof of Aaron's detailed account.
No way they hit me with an ad right now.
Remember what kind of a knife it was?
It looked like a kitchen knife.
Like a
But
kitchen knife?
I'm not sure, but they found that there's a red knife laying on the floor in there in the living room. That might be the knife. I'm not sure. But it looked like a kitchen knife that it had with a brown handle on it.
Do you remember if it had a serrated edge? Or
Yes, it had a serrated sawed edge.
Oh, that makes sense because you used that phrase, he was sawing at his head.
Yes.
Around his neck. Wow.
The description of the weapon should help officers locate it quickly if the suspect did, in fact, leave it at the scene. But Aaron is about to share a curious
Didn't the guy literally
detail
say in the
regarding
beginning that he ran
relationship
away with a
between
knife?
the victim Hans and his attacker Douglas.
Did it seem like previous to this, he had gotten along with Hans, or?
Yeah, they would sit in the kitchen for hours on end sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So is it fair to say that Doug and Hans got along better than maybe Doug and other people?
No.
No?
No one really got along with him. No one really talked to him.
Nobody really, and that's why I was asking, because
No.
earlier he had said that he wasn't very sociable.
No, he wasn't very sociable. Hans is a friendly, nice guy.
Uh-huh.
But Douglas is not.
As Aaron's interview comes to an end, officers are still left wondering about the motive behind the assault and the location of the missing perpetrator. Through all of this, Hans' life still hangs in the balance.
Oh, wait. Hey.
Radio. Back here and somebody tried to laugh. Here. Click here.
Casey, you see you down there?
You got to the scene. You also need your driver to the ladder truck.
When we get that top off, let's work on vascular access.
It's crazy to see these paramedics just to
Paramedics
work.
proceed to provide Hans with preliminary treatment. They're unprepared to witness the scope of the numerous wounds that will be revealed later.
All right, good lung sound. Good lung sound.
Nice.
There we go, boys. There we go, boys. Just hold on to that spot. Dude, I can't get a rhythm. I cannot believe we got a rhythm.
It just happened, dude. It's hard
for real. Is the bagging still going okay? Yeah, outstanding.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone slow and methodical on the way in, okay? Cut that off. Yep. You're shut down. Everyone slow and easy on the way out.
With the suspect at large and a grievously injured victim, it seems that the dispatch staff has only added more pressure on the officers.
Coded, right?
They got a pulse back or something.
If he goes, collect all of his clothing.
Okay. Were you listening to the radio? It came out as like suicide.
Dude, she wouldn't spit it out.
I know. So she
I was sitting there
dispatched
getting pissed off, like I was cursing.
Well, she dispatched 3, so already I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good, right?
Yeah.
And then it just her dispatching.
And a side note, bro, the officers sound kind of bad, bro.
Lift up.
bad. I think he looked gone when I
Not the
entered.
soonest, but we got it done, boys.
I don't know.
Watch out for seatbelts.
Okay, you guys want to get him turned over, or whatever doctor is taking him. You, Rutherford? Okay, good to go. He's got his left to his left carotid. His trach has been cut. He's got multiple superficial stab wounds. If we worked him because he's PEA, we're going to need him.
Make sure that one on the left's the one quick on there.
I'll let you.
Do you have a Sharpie?
I can get one.
Yeah, why don't we do that so I can start marking stuff?
Amid the hectic scene in the trauma room, doctors need critical information, but Officer Lindquist is about to have another breakdown in communication with the dispatch operator.
When did this come in?
Dispatch, can I get the time of the call for the stabbing? They'll tell me in a sec. 2-2, can I get time of call for the hospital?
You mean the time that you were on scene there, or the time that we notified him of the call?
The time the call came out.
Are you on main?
Yes. Charlie, I don't know how hard it is for anybody to look at the time the call came out and tell me that.
Well, you didn't go across that time.
2-2, any unit with a computer in front of them, can you please advise the time the call came out? The hospital needs that.
2-2. The call came in at 22:25, and I'm not sure what other time you're asking for.
It was 22:25. Charlie hates me.
She does, but she also.
This has been ID or what time is that?
Nope.
It's been pretty stressful.
Miscommunications notwithstanding, doctors learned that the call came in 43 minutes prior to the time relayed by the dispatch operator. As the medical team does everything they can to save Han's life,
Bro, what's
the
with
house
these ads,
officers
man?
gathered outside and discussed their impressions of the crime
the
to
hell
save
happened?
Han's life. At the house, officers gathered
okay.
outside and discussed their impressions of the crime scene and the possible location of their suspect.
Did you go inside at all?
Me? Yeah.
Pretty bloody.
Yeah, he was bleeding out all over the kitchen floor.
So you did?
He looked dead to us. We didn't go any closer to him. We cleared the top floor, and then we backed out.
While officers might have secured the scene, it is clear that they need to quickly widen their search if they hope to have any possibility of catching the suspect.
2-7, when we're clear this smell, I'm going to be canvassing the businesses east of the canal.
Adjacent to this canal sits a large shopping center where officers will make an unexpected discovery.
2-4, it looks like there's somebody sitting right next to the stores to your west. 2-7, we have our suspect over here on the back of Albertsons.
Officers converge behind the Albertsons, approximately 3/4 of a mile from the crime scene, and find their suspect sitting against the east side of the
Bro, we didn't even get a
When
mile
officers
away.
ask what his name is, he
What?
replies, Douglas Taylor.
Yeah, it's got blood on its hands. The weapon. The weapon. They said the weapon he left there. 9041. Your suspect is saying the knife is there in the house still. The suspect is saying that the knife is still in the house.
Even though Aaron originally reported that he saw Douglas fleeing from the crime scene holding a weapon, detectives identify a blood-soaked knife lying on the floor in the living room and get Douglas to the station without incident.
All right, step in there, go ahead, take a seat.
Throughout his detainment, Douglas has appeared eerily calm and cooperative, but to get a full picture of the savage attack, detectives need to interview him. However, even seasoned detectives are not prepared to deal with the suspect as unsettling as this one.
We're gonna do it. Right there. You want some water? Yeah, actually, I do want water. There you go.
After reading him his Miranda rights, Detective Schwicht cuts straight to the chase.
Can you tell me what happened tonight from your side of things?
I'm the one who did it.
Okay. Can you tell me why? What happened tonight?
I'm not sure how to explain why I did it.
Within the first few minutes of the interview, Douglas confesses to the attack. However, the motive behind his actions will remain a mystery that investigators have yet to resolve.
I don't know how to explain it using regular terminology.
Okay.
Yeah, this dude's definitely fighting demons.
I'll ask questions if the things I don't understand. I was thinking that probably something happened tonight, or maybe it's an ongoing issue that got you really mad.
I wasn't angry.
Okay.
have a system of metaphysics which would give you some insight into why.
Can you explain a little bit? Can you just explain to us what exactly happened?
I brutally stabbed to death that man in the kitchen.
It should be noted that Douglas doesn't know that Hans still clings to life and casually reveals a morbid series of events. Based on what happens later, everything he says will be called into question.
You said it should have resulted in death. If he survives and pulls through, is that going to be a problem for you, or
There was no chance of survival.
did you make absolutely certain that the way you stabbed him was definitely going to kill him? Where did you stab him on his body? Because I haven't seen this guy.
Oh, I slit his neck open. He should have bled out completely.
Did you stab him more than once?
Yeah.
Were you really mad at him?
No.
Sorry, I guess I asked you that before.
I mean, when you're doing it, you have to do it in a precise manner, of course. You know, and like if he's going to defend himself.
Who is this
try to
guy
talk
feeling like,
back,
bro?
Or try to prolong. Then it becomes more incremental until you just finally make the final kill wound. But I think I stabbed him about 15 times until the final slit to the right side of his neck, piercing through all of those veins on the side. I witnessed him begin to bleed profusely. So, yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the Eastern Idaho Regional Medical Center, an inevitable tragedy strikes.
Did they just call it?
Yeah, loud okay. I called Marcus and let him know Rose already let.
They called it.
Yeah.
Hans had succumbed to his grievous injuries, turning the case into a murder investigation.
We thought like the back of his head was all disconnected on scene.
Is that one right there on his forearm?
We lost too much of the wire.
Yeah, I will. I have too much time on you, man.
A lot of stab
He laughing and shit.
2 days later, during an autopsy, medical examiners
I don't see
report
nothing
that
funny
Hans
about
died
that.
from 17 stab wounds inflicted upon the torso, left arm, neck, and other extremities. Meanwhile, detectives in the interrogation room are also getting closer to unearthing Douglas's motivations behind his appalling actions.
Certain individuals who desire to begin new cults, I like to identify and professionally examine, to see if that is precisely what they're trying to do. If someone is trying to start a new worldwide cult, I will eliminate that person.
Do you think he was trying to start a new worldwide cult?
Yes.
Okay.
That is my standard.
Okay. You think being the
What the
leader
fuck
of a
is this
cult,
guy
you've
talking
done some
about?
really bad things?
There are enough religions on this planet.
Like too many. So we'd be better off with fewer of those.
Yes.
While it's highly doubtful that Hans was indeed starting a cult, Douglas goes on to explain the reasoning behind this horrifying belief and his subsequent decision.
Did he share his beliefs, probably his mythology and stuff
To a
like
degree.
that with you? Did he tell you about that?
To a degree. You tell I'm an atheist and I don't tolerate proselytizing.
Was that what he was doing, proselytizing to you about his beliefs?
Strangely, yes. Man trying to start a new cult. Not the right idea.
Why is he
Tries to
talking like that?
reduce all of the world religions to some German mythology. Makes us think like people who understand some mysterious concept are the true rulers of all the different nationalities, religions, and peoples. And so I'm like, oh, here's a young retard Hitler.
As the interrogation comes to an end, the
Bro,
detective
this
has
guy
one
is
final
different.
question for Douglas.
After stabbing a guy like this, the judges, all these people who sit and make decisions about all this, what do you think is the right and appropriate thing to do?
Not sure. Jail, then prison?
Do you think that's the right thing for you?
Yeah.
But if the detectives thought that this would be the last they'd hear of the man, they were in for a shocker. On October 12, 2021, over a year and a half after the incident, Detective Schwicht received a handwritten letter from Douglas while he awaited trial. In the letter, Douglas claimed that he didn't kill Hans and alleged that his old roommate Aaron is the one who killed Hans. Douglas reports that he heard a
What?
sound, entered the house, and saw Hans on the floor in his blood. He then went back outside where he alleged that Aaron threatened him and gave him a jacket with some blood on it. After being supposedly traumatized by the events, Douglas claimed to have agreed to take the blame and made a false confession later. When Detective Schwicht interviewed Aaron, he found him to be completely innocent, with no involvement in the crime whatsoever. Not long after his arrest, Douglas Taylor entered into the Idaho Security Medical
Bro tried
Program.
to flip
But
the
on
script.
October 13th, 2020, after almost 4 months in the program, doctors declared him fit to stand trial. Then on December 15th, 2021, Douglas Taylor pled guilty to murder in the first degree and was sentenced to 27 years to life on February 14th, 2022. Douglas is currently incarcerated at the Idaho State Penitentiary.
Yeah, that boy got everything he deserved, man. Real shit. That boy was crazy, stupid, dumb, and he tried to flip the script in the end. Wow.